Here on KOCT, we have Beatrice Palmer, Project Director with Enlace at National University. She's also Board President for Operation Hope, North County.
Yeah.
You're a busy lady.
Thank you. I'm a project director overseeing a federal grant.
Okay.
And so the idea of community schools is to create strategies and help the districts bring resources to increase family engagement.
And we're seeing an increase in community schools, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, this month, the North County Informador did a beautiful story. Some of the practitioners of community schools, you see like Kiki from the Vista Unified School District and Anaí from San Marcos highlighted.
Yeah.
There's also the Escondido folks. And one thing that you'll see is that they're bringing things like food distributions and health fairs and mental health resources for the families to access right at their sites.
Yeah, through the community schools.
Yes.
Yes, that's great work. Yeah. And at National University, that's kind of, you're overseeing that project.
Yeah, so there's a team of 5 site coordinators and yeah.
Okay, yeah. So I know you're involved in lots of other great advocacy work in the community. Operation Hope. Please share with folks about that organization.
Yes, Operation Hope North County. This is our 20th anniversary, and the mission is to address homelessness for families with children and single women who are experiencing homelessness. And you know, it started with a winter shelter, and now it's moved into a year-round. We own the property in Vista, 859 East Vista Way, and families come in and they find stabilization, they get wraparound services, their children are able to feel safe and secure. And one of the things that people don't recognize or know about is that more than 60% of our clients on most nights are children. So those are like from babies to 18 years old. So more than 60%. You know, when we talk about homelessness, it's not just what most of the, you know, the community sees on the social media, or when you're driving down the street and you see individuals, you know, sleeping outside. Like, yes, that is an issue, but what we're not seeing, the invisible part of homelessness, are the families, you know, that are going to school with your kids or your grandkids, but we don't talk about, you know, them not having a place to sleep. I got introduced to Operation Hope when I first started working at Miracosta College. Our boss did a team building activity, and I was really curious because, you know, I was interested in knowing, like, what does homelessness really look like? So.
So what, at Operation Hope, what are some of the resources that are provided, or what does the service look like? Can you share about that?
Sure. So we have a programs department. So there's an intake. We're what the world of homelessness calls a high barrier shelter, which means that families that come into our program have to be working their sobriety, or they have, you know, don't have a drug or alcohol problem. And but the majority of the families that come in self-disclose that they're victims of domestic violence, or they might you know, have some things they're working through with mental health. But most of the families will come in, they are working, or they're getting ready to find employment or go back to training. They get assigned to a case manager. We call that wraparound services. They set goals. They have to save 30% of their income, so that they're saving so that they can transition out. We have 4 steps to independence. And by the time they leave, they will have learned some parenting skills, financial literacy. They can access our boutique and our food pantry. We call it the Pantry of Hope. And the boutique, where they can come and access pants or shirts or shoes, so that they can save that money so that they have enough to make a deposit.
It's not surprising that you were selected 2024 Martin Luther King Community Service Award winner. Congratulations
Thank
for
you.
that honor, for all the work that you do.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It absolutely is an honor. You know, my family and I immigrated to Oceanside when I was just shy of 2, and you know, having grown up in poverty, right? We never experienced being unsheltered, but as I've done this work with like the North San Diego County NAACP and Operation Hope North County, or even like serving in the food distributions in our community, like that's when you start to realize, oh my gosh, we were housing insecure. You know, my husband served in the Marine Corps, and when he got out of the Marine Corps, we had no resources. So we found ourselves, you know, homeless. But my parents opened the door for us and gave up their bedroom so that we can stay in that room, so we would have dignity. Yeah.
Thank you for all that you do in this community to advocate for voices that may not be heard. If people want to find out about the organizations that you've mentioned today, how would you suggest they do that?
Yeah, so to get engaged with Operation Hope North County, there's so many ways with your time as a volunteer, as an advocate, preparing a meal, because all of our meals at the shelter are thanks to the volunteers from the community. Or if you want to become a monthly donor, there's so many ways to volunteer. So operationhopeshelter.org.
Okay.
That's a great place to start. We have an upcoming event at the Moonline Theater. The play is called Beautiful.
Yeah.
So I hear it's a beautiful play. So I hope folks can come and buy tickets and support, you know, enjoying a nice play out in the open doors.
Yeah. And supporting an amazing cause
Thank
at the same
you.
time.
Yes.
So,
yes.
yeah.
Especially on our 20th anniversary. So we're going to milk it as much as we can.
Well, happy anniversary.
Thank you.
Thank you for all you do.
Thank you.